these. We're also recording. So the top.
Yes.
You're going to write inscribed. Listen, Noah. I'm doing it backwards. It's the right to me, it's the left to you. Inscribed. So the top right box, there are inscribed angles. What do we know about the relationship of the measures of the inscribed angle and its arc? Half and double. So put half and double. Half and double. Half and double. Half and double. So these are inscribed angles. They're going to have the relationship of half and double. Someone's still not going to write it down? Good. All right, so we're finding the measure of angle K. What arc corresponds with angle K? Give me the two letters. LJ, JL. All right, so we already have the arc. Okay, if you remember, the arc is double the angle, and the angle is half the arc. I know. So half of 40 is 20. Number 2, find DF. What angle corresponds with DF? Angle E, 72. So we're going to double it. So times 2. What is 72 times 2? 144. The last one, I want you to put a star next to it because this was on the quiz. Some people did. You're about to get it back, so you'll see. ST. Is there an angle that corresponds with ST? No. But here's what you do have. You have a couple of things. What do we call the line that goes down the center? Diameter. What do we call the arc that starts and stops on the diameter? Starts with an S. The semicircle. How many degrees is a semicircle? 180. So the whole thing in green is 180. We could find from U to T, it has a relationship with the angle that's given. What is the measure of UT? Multiply times 2. Yep. Because it's an inscribed angle. 122. So if UT is 122, how do we find the remaining ST? Subtract it from 180. So what is 180 minus 122? 58. This one was on the quiz. Yes, dear.
Did you tell us this before the quiz?
We did one just like the quiz on our notes. All right. Solve for X. So what shape is inside of the circle?
Triangle.
Triangle, right at the top. This is a right triangle. This is a right triangle. That is the key. Because what makes a right triangle special?
The Pythagoras something.
No. What makes the right triangle a right triangle?
It has a right angle.
It has a right angle. Where is the right angle? So the right angle is across the diameter. I would write that down. The right angle is across the diameter. If you know that, you know how to do any of the problems. So the right angle is across from the diameter. Thanks. So that being said, which of these is our right angle? Okay. What do we know about the three angles in a triangle? They add up to 180. So take each of them. 5x minus 7 plus 90 plus 57. And they equal 180. All right, what's 90 plus 57? 147 minus 7 is 140 equals 180. Subtract 140. What is 180 minus 140? 40. So then x equals 8. So So on your quiz, yours was actually easier than this. Your quiz said, I don't know, it said the measure of angle K was 2x. And then it said to solve for x. What do we know about angle K?
It's a right angle.
It's a right angle.
2x equals 90.
So you would do 2x equals 90, and x would equal 45. So yours was actually easier than this. But if you don't know where the right angle is, or that it's a right angle, you won't be able to do the problem. All right, this next one is a percentage problem. It's in the bottom left. You overthought it. Because the percentage of anything, what goes on the bottom?
100, 360.
Yeah, which would be called the total. If I wanted to find the number of girls in this class, how many total people, excluding me, how many total people are there right now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9. How many girls are there?
Well, I see about 3.
Not including me.
I know.
Don't be a doofus. He's a jerk. 2 out of 9. So there are 2 girls out of 9 total people. Here it's going to be a little different. How many total degrees is there?
360.
360. So whatever we do is going to be out of 360 degrees. Can you have more than 100%? No, in real life. I'm not talking about on your biology test. You could probably get 105 if you studied. But on a pie chart, is there 108% of football players? No.
No.
Okay, it's 108 degrees, which is very different. This is 108 degrees out of 360 degrees. So that's the percentage of football. So we're going to do this. This is more so what you had on your quiz. I think yours was music or something to that extent. What percentage is enrolled in tennis or basketball? How many are enrolled in tennis, or what degree of it?
28.
28 degrees. And how many degrees are enrolled in basketball? 32 degrees.
That's 50, 51, 51, 51.
Sorry, he told me baseball.
I looked at it.
Basketball, which is 51. You're right. 51 and where was 28? 28. All right, so how many total are in tennis or in basketball? 79 out of how many degrees? 360. How do we make a fraction into a percent? Divide. Peyton, our handy dandy calculator. 79 divided by 360. It looks like 0.219.
22%.
It is going to be 22. You move it over 2 decimal places, which would be 21.9%. But your quiz said round to the nearest whole. So we're going to say 22.
Yeah, I got that one.
It's okay. You have the chance to correct it today. How many are enrolled in track? What's the percentage of track? 40, or sorry, the degree of track. So 40 out of 360. 0.111111 is 11%. What percentage is enrolled in any sports except gymnastics? So that's the entire circle except for gymnastics.
So 360 minus 54.
So 360 minus 54, which is 306. So 306 out of 360, which is
0.85.
so 85% are in a sport that is not gymnastics. That's crazy. All right, we got one more box. What type of angles are these? They're not inscribed.
The other time.
They're called central.
Central.
Right, central at the top.
Told you that.
Central. Central, what do we know about the measure of their arc? They're the same. They're going to be congruent. Okay, so N to M, from N to M, is this a major, minor, or semicircle?
Minor.
Minor for sure. It's only 2 letters. How can I find the missing piece in this circle?
Add all the ones up and subtract 360.
Add them all up, subtract from 360. So you're going to do 360 minus, it's okay, I got it, 305.
This man.
Okay, so 360 minus 305, which is 55.
Then have a C.
55.
I think it's 55.
I would go with 55 if it was me.
That's good if you wanted to be correct. Next one, JLM. So starting at J, going towards L. So we're going to go to the right around the circle or to the left around the circle?
To the right.
To the right. JLM. So you're going to add 120, 60, and 65. This is definitely going to be a major. And what is 120, 60, and 65? 245? All right, then we have NLK. So starting at N, we're going to go up around the circle or down around the circle? Down towards L, end at K.
55 plus 65 plus 6.
Yes, or you can know NK is the diameter,
Oh, true.
which makes this a semicircle. And how many degrees is a semicircle? 180. All right, and then last, LMN. LMN. This is definitely minor. And then 55 and 65, which make 120.